Hi, and welcome back to another brand new tutorial. Today I'm going to quickly go through using prompt weights and groups within Midjourney. This is going to be a real easy video to show you guys, and we're going to get right into it. We have our first prompt here. This is what you would typically type into Midjourney in order to get an image like this. And as you can see, I've got my full body shot here, fantasy D&D, gorgeous female elf, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go so much over what the exact prompts are in this one, though you are free to, hit pause and write them down if you like. And I will also be putting the final prompt list in the description or in the top pinned comment for you guys to use if you so wish. As you can see, what I have here is basically all the prompts as I was thinking of them. I would put them in here with no particular order, and then at the very end I would put the negative prompts, no blemishes, logo, text, or signature. This works, but the problem with this is that Midjourney looks all this as one group and tries to think which ones are important to you. So it will try and pick things out and then may overwrite one prompt with another prompt. It may not know that you want this particular thing more than you want that particular thing. So there's a way to tell Midjourney not only what you want, what you put your priorities on. So that's what we're going to get into today. What I typically do is I split my prompts up into 5 different groups: the character traits, the setting, the lighting, camera / style, and the negative prompts. Groups are marked by this double colon here. So when we get into the next slide, I'll show you exactly what that means. I took that same prompt list that was in the first slide, or second slide, I should say, and I broke it up by this same list of character traits, setting, lighting, camera, style, and negative prompts. So under the character, I have the gorgeous female elf. Character traits, I wanted full body shot, fantasy, typesetting, D&D, thief, perfect skin, and perfect eyes. I find, if you're not familiar with these two, I find that they help resolve some of the weirdness that goes on with skin and eyes in Midjourney. They don't always work, but they work more often than not. The setting, holding a glass of wine in a tavern. And for my lighting camera style, I have volumetric lighting, atmospheric, extreme detail, realistic, Unreal Engine 5.1. This is a rendering engine that they use for games. So because I didn't want this to be a photograph, I did want it to be something that was fairly realistic, but not 100% realistic, because Midjourney doesn't know how to understand realistic elves. Who knew? So also on here, I have color processing and lighting. And then for my negative prompts, again, blemishes, logo, text, and signature. And as you can see at the end of every one of these lines, I have that double colon. And that is what defines this as a group. You'll notice there's no comma after this. It's just the prompts that you want with a set of double colons at the end. The next line of prompts would be just like this here. You have the prompts that you would normally separate by commas. Then you have the double colons. This tells Midjourney that everything from full body to thief, or full body shot to thief, is a group. It doesn't need a comma to go on to the next set. So it now looks at holding a glass of wine and in a tavern as another set, on with the rest of the prompts here. And when you put that into Midjourney, this is the type of image that you get. And as you can see, it's good, but it's not as good as it can be. And the way we're going to make this even better is we're going to add weights to these groups. Now, what is a weight? A weight is a number that shows the priority of that group to Midjourney. The higher the number, the more important it is. The lower the number, the less important it is. And if it's in the negatives, then it's something that you just don't want. So the range goes anywhere from 5 to -5. So what I typically do is I put my character as a 5, character traits as a 4, the setting as a 3, lighting, camera, and style as a 2, and anything that I have as a negative prompt, I would put as a -2. Now, this is just a guideline. These can change depending on your needs for that particular image. So Now that we understand what weights are, let's see how they get incorporated with the groups. This is what the final prompt would actually look like with groups and with the weights attached to them. So you have the character here, and then the double colon signifying it's a group, and then right after that double colon, no spaces, is the weight that you give to that particular group. Now, I like to arrange my groups by highest priority to lowest priority. That way, it just helps me signify in my own brain what is more important in the overall prompt list. And then I've got the full body shot fantasy D&D thief with the double colon signifying it's a group. And then I use a weight of 4 for this. And then I go on and I do the entire thing. So as you can see, that what we have here is a pretty good representation as to what I wanted in the image. However, one of the things that I really wanted in this one was I wanted the volumetric lighting. I wanted some atmosphere from that type of volumetric lighting that you would have in a typical medieval tavern type thing. So what I did is, in the real final prompt here, I moved things around a little bit. I wanted a better shot of the character, so I moved full body shot and volumetric lighting to the top group. That way, Midjourney knows that these are the things that are most important to me in this particular image. And then I broke down the other groups by changing some of the numbers. As you can see, I got them out of order here. Like down here under the volumetric lighting, I got that in here twice, but because that's kind of important to me. But underneath my lighting and camera settings, I have that says a 4, whereas up here is a 3. So they don't have to be in order. I just like putting them in order because, as I said, my brain understands it better. But when you're tweaking things and re-rolling the screen over and over and over again, you move things around quite a bit. So that's why they're out of order in this particular screen. That is how prompt groups and weights work. Very simple, very effective, and I highly recommend using it in all of your prompts lists. Thank you for coming by. I hope you all enjoyed this short video. And if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please do leave them down in the comments below, as I do love hearing from you guys. And as always, I wish you a fantastic day. Have a great one, everyone. Bye-bye.